are 3 things that I do before every trip as a frequent traveller, and you should get in the habit of doing them too. So the first one is to always check gov.uk. So you can put in gov.uk entry requirements for the country you're going to, and it will tell you everything you need to know. It will tell you all of the passport requirements. It will tell you if you need any form of entry forms or a visa waiver. It will tell you everything from whether you need anything for malaria, if there's any injections that you're required to have. It's a really good idea to check somewhere like there. So for example, Thailand this year have introduced a new entry form that wasn't in place in April, but if you were travelling from May, that is now a requirement. Number 2 is that I always check the airline for their luggage allowance. So usually on your ticket it will say like if you get a checked bag or not, but it's always good to check the hand luggage requirements because again every airline is different. So this is the size of a Ryanair bag, but on other airlines you're allowed ones that are bigger. You might be allowed a personal item, you might be allowed 1 bag, 2 bags. Sometimes there's weight differences. Ryanair don't have a weight requirement, but for example a lot of the Asian carriers you're only allowed 7 kg. So it's always a good idea just to know what you are allowed because sometimes they will check you at the gate. And the third one is if you need data in the country. So some phone plans will allow you to roam abroad. Some of the UK contracts will still have the EU roaming allowed, but some of them don't anymore. So I recently changed my contract and I don't get EU roaming anymore. I use something called Airalo. You can get eSIMs for loads of different countries. There's regional ones too. So I always look at that because personally when I travel, I do sometimes use things like the equivalent of Uber, or I use it for maps. You can download maps offline, but you do get more of a real-time one if you're using data. So I do always like to see if a phone plan will actually cover data abroad, or whether I do need to get an eSIM and how much that would be, or whether it's good to wait and get a local SIM on arrival.